Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you some tips for the Aintree Grand National, as it's just under 2 weeks away now. So I've picked out 3 horses that I think will get in, and I think they'll run very well at double-digit odds. So here they are. So my main selection for this year's race is Kimberlite Candy. He's around 14, 16 to 1, I believe now. I was going to back him for last year's race if it had gone ahead. I think he looks primed for this sort of race. He's finished second in 2 trials for the race at Aintree over the fences, so he shows that he will get the trip. He likes the fences. That's no problem. He jumps them well, and on his only run this season, he drifted a long way before the race started in the betting, which suggested that all the connections and people around him thought that he'd need the run quite badly, but he still ran a really good second in the race, and I would definitely think he's one to have a bet on for the race this year, as he seems primed for it, and he just looks the perfect type of horse for the race. He looks like he could be well handicapped. I think he has got progress off his current mark. So, and even though he's down the short end of the market, I think he offers value at that sort of prices. I can't see him not getting the money at around 14, 16 to 1, as he seems to be a very consistent horse, and he's proven over the track and the fences, which is a huge positive when looking at the race in the form wise. Cloth Cap is 7-2 favourite. I'm not tipping him. He looks worthy of his favourite tag, but I think 7-2 is very short. So I would just be careful if you're getting stuck in that sort of price for the Grand National. I'd be a little bit cautious, because anything can happen in that sort of race, obviously. He will front run, so he should stay out of trouble. But I think Cloth Cap is definitely a worthy favourite, but a favourite you can take on for this sort of race. And Kimberlite Candy would be my main selection to take him on with. I now have selected 2 more horses at bigger odds, as a bit of as you've got to have more than 1 horse in the Grand National, don't you? As most bookies pay around 8, 7, 8, 10 places for the race. So it's great to have a few each way bets on the races. You never know, you might get lucky. So my second selection would be Minella Times. He's 16 to 1 for Henry de Bromhead. He's number 41, so he needs 1 more horse to come out of the race for him to get in. So, but I'm thinking that is probably quite realistic. I think 1 horse will come out. He's 16 to 1, and it's non-runner no bet anyway, so you might as well, you have a bet on him anyway, and if he doesn't get in, you get your money back as well. He's from he looks like he's from a staying family anyway, so he should get the trip. I don't think that'd be a problem. He stays on very strongly towards the end of all of his races. He never finishes outside the money over his fences, so it's very hard to form. He's very consistent. He's going to have a very low weight in the race, and he's still a young horse. I think he should have progress come off his current mark. And for the Bromhead, who had an unbelievable Cheltenham Festival, his form might continue, and he might have another good festival, Henry de Bromhead. And I think Minella Times 61 is another McManus horse, but he's going to have a lot in the race, isn't he? So, and you can't really fault it. He's so definitely those are 2 McManus horses that I'd be looking at for the race down the shorter end of the market. And hopefully Minella Times will get into the race, and I think he will do, as he only needs 1 horse to come out. My final and third selection is Discorama. Now, he's around 33 to 1, 25 to 1, that sort of price right now. He's he is in the race. He's around number 30, so he is in the race, and he's in all of his runs to date, he's always stayed on very strongly toward the end, and he actually might just need this marathon test. He's quite a frustrating horse to follow if you have followed him over the last couple of seasons. He always comes second or third, another consistent horse. And last time he ran back in October at Cheltenham over 3.5 miles, and he went on 15 to 8 favourite, which shows that the connections, everyone thought that he would run a very good race, but for some reason didn't go to plan that day. He finished a distant 5th, I believe, and but he raced very keenly, which he doesn't normally do, I don't think. So I think you can just write that off, and he hasn't run since. So maybe they've had this as the plan and thought we'd just save his handicap mark for the Grand National, as he's got in, and I think they'll just have him primed for the race. I would have guessed this has been the plan for quite a long time now, as they missed the Cheltenham Festival, which he could have gone for, as he has run well at Cheltenham before, even though he didn't last time. He came 3rd in the Ultima last year. So I think Discorama is a horse that's been primed for the Grand National this year, and I think he's got a fairly nice weight, and he's always run his races like this marathon test would suit. At 33 to 1, 25 to 1, I can't see how that is a bad price at all. You could argue that he needs to improve his jumping a little bit, as he can be a little bit scrappy sometimes. which you won't be able to afford to do on the day. But I think at 33 to 1, 25 to 1, you can't really go wrong that sort of price. So they're my 3 horses I'd pick out for the race. So it's going to be great to have it back this year. I'm really keen on Kimberlite Candy though, at 14 to 1, 16 to 1. I think he's the best value bet of the race each way. I cannot see him finishing outside the money. Very keen on him. He stays the trip, loves the course and track, and I think he's ideal sort of horse for the race. I think it's worth taking on the favourite at that price with a bigger priced horse. So I think Kimberlite Candy is my main selection for the race, and they're my other 2 horses. Murder Times and Discaron, my other 2 horses at bigger price if you wanted to have a couple of bets in the race. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, as I'll carry on posting some more videos coming forward, and hopefully I'll carry on finding you some winners. And make sure, if you're looking for all my daily tips, that you can sign up on my website, toms.racingtips.com. It's only £20 a month, and I usually have around 3 tips a day. So if you're looking for some daily tips, then make sure to sign up, and I hopefully you'll want to tune in next time for my next video.